everyone. My name is Max, and I have the pleasure to be the captain for today's operation, flying from Warsaw Shelton Airport to London's Heathrow Airport, and then back to our home base on our beautiful Boeing 737MAX 8 aircraft.
Flight deck door. Closed and locked. Fuel. 8,400 kilograms, pumps on.
Passenger signs
On.
Windows
Locked.
locked. MCP.
V2140 heading 289, altitude 6,000.
Takeoff speeds.
V1135, VR140, V2144.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Trim.
5.8 units, 0, 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light.
On.
The full start checklist.
Thanks.
Please.
And on toga.
Sure. Rotate.
Alright guys, so we can talk a little bit about the MAX features, which are quite significantly different. Coming from the left, we do have a auxiliary page, which has quite nice information, additional information for us. Very convenient. Top left corner is our call sign. Lower, it's the transponder code. Next we have the cell call, and then the tail fin number. Down just below, we have the UTC time, the date, and the elapsed time. Moving right along to the right side, you can see it's a very nice PFD. We have the airspeed indicator off to the left, and the center, the attitude indicator with the flight director in magenta. On the right, very standard setup, altimeter, and the vertical speed. We fly as the pilot flying, having the expanded map, or the large display for the map, and we also use the vertical situation display, which we can actually select and deselect using the EFIS control panel right here. So if I press the switch, I can deselect it. The map gets even bigger, but it's customary for the pilot flying and the pilot monitoring to actually enable the VSD mode. All right, next we have the ILS DME to runway 27 right. It's on plate 11-4, issued from the 29th of January 2021. The missed approach procedure, in case we need a missed approach, the initial actions will be, I'll call go around flaps of 15, I'll push toga. You'll call pause rate, I'll call gear up. We do have toga tail nav capability in this aircraft, so LNAV will engage automatically.
Star 017, Heathrow, good morning, continue present heading, no delay.
Passenger present heading, no delay, speed is 250 with Star 017.
Lot 2 at Romeo, nuclear nature 1007.
1007, lot 2 Hotel Romeo.
Qatari 009, descent altitude 4,000 feet, and when established localizer, descend with the glide path, runway 27 right.
Descent 4,000 feet, when established on localizer, descend on the glide path, 27 right, Qatari 009.
Lot 2 Hotel Romeo, speed 160 knots, all greater until 5 DME.
160 or greater to 5, lot 2 Hotel Romeo.
Speed 160 set. Flaps 30.
Speed check.
Lot 2 Hotel Romeo, tail land runway 27 right, the wind is 230, 10 knots.
To the land, runway 27 right, lot 2 Hotel Romeo.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
They break up.
Alright guys, well welcome to London's Heathrow Airport. We're currently in stand 216. We're just finishing up our paperwork. We'll do the rotation here in London as quick as possible to get our passengers back to Warsaw on time.
Alright guys, welcome on the exterior side of the 737MAX. We'll just start the exterior inspection, which we always do prior to each flight. So first we start with the total temperature probe. We inspect it for any cloggage, any damage. It looks perfectly fine right now. We look at the strut, make sure it's not fully compressed. We take a look at the radio on the left side, front and right. We start from the aft side of the engine. We make sure that there's no fog, no foreign object debris visible. As you can see, we have a beautiful view of the CFM56 LEAP 1B engines. We inspect the inlet of the cowl, and it looks pretty good. On the right hand side of the engine, we make sure that the access panel is closed, the thrust reverser pin is not installed, And then we finish off with the right engine by doing the same thing as we did on the left-hand side, verifying that there's no FOD or any bird strike. We look at the winglets on the right-hand side of the aircraft, and obviously you can see the major difference between the NG and the MAX is that we have the advanced technology winglets. Going to the main landing gear, the right main landing gear, first we inspect the tire condition, no tread marks, generally good condition of the tires. Inside of the wheel well, as you can see, this is beautiful, typical Boeing. Everything is nicely exposed for the pilot to inspect. As you can see, there's a clearly visible difference between the tail cone of the MAX versus the NG. It's a completely different design, much more of like a Dreamliner look. The red navigation lights are also illuminated, and we inspect the winglet, the advanced technology winglet, as we did on the right-hand side of the aircraft. Coming to this side of the aircraft, we're inspecting the same thing, the leading edge, slats, no bird strike damage.
Block 282, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff, surface wind 260 degrees, 6 knots.
Clear to takeoff, runway 27 left, loads 280.
And line up,
Rotate.
27 left behind.
We need around 3 to 4.
Positive rate.
Control November Bravo 2 Echo.
Okay, link 28, then right turn, hold, and then Bravo 2 Echo.
Speed brakes up.
From me, I guess, welcome to Warsaw, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you on board and on our next flight to Olbia.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our Lot Polish Airlines 737 operations. As you can see, today we're sitting in the flight deck of our Boeing 737-800 aircraft, and which will fly from Warsaw to Olbia, located on the beautiful island of Sardinia. Sitting to my right is my colleague Mirek, who will be performing the first officer duties on today's flights. I'll be the pilot flying on the outbound leg. For information, we're estimating flight time to be around 2 hours and 10 minutes, and we will be cruising at 40,000 feet. And one heading select Toga.
Takeoff thrust set. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. LNAV. Check.
Delta Bravo India, continue descent 6000 on QNH 1013.
Descending 6000 feet, 1013, Delta Bravo India.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up.
Rotate.
Five
558, runway
We're
11,
stabilized.
clear to land, wind 120 degrees, 12 knots.
Clear to land, runway 11, lot 8558.
Cleared to land.
Approaching minimums. 300. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brakes up. Reverser is normal. Well, as you can see, we just arrived in Warsaw. We arrived on runway 11. Medak did a really good job in flying the ILS approach. As you maybe could see, around 200 feet we encountered some mechanical turbulence, but Medak did a great job in continuing with the stabilized approach, which led to a very good touchdown in the touchdown zone. We're currently in gate 21. We're wrapping up our Lot 77 flight operations. It was a true privilege to have Just Planes ride along and witness our lot procedures, and had the chance to show you some details about the 737MAX aircraft as well as the 737-800 aircraft. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys soon on board of our aircraft in the near future. All the best.